Alright, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue and I'm joined here by Alpha Sentry,
Hey guys.
who actually just got done playing this game, but we're gonna cast a game. So,
Yeah.
Alpha, would you like to say hi to the world again?
Hello everyone. This is Alpha. I talk really strangely, so I'm sorry for that.
Yes, and if you guys are seeing things flying around the screen, it's because I don't know where to put this, like this caster tab. Ugh, so weird. So you'll see floating text. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a ghost. Speaking of ghosts, this is a match that was played today, actually like 10 minutes ago. So
Yeah, just got done with the replay.
yes, just got done with the replay. This is you versus Kledonian, I think that's how we pronounce it. Is that correct?
Kledonian, sure.
You know, that actually sounds a lot cooler. It's probably Kledonian.
Okay. Alpha Sentry versus Kledonian.
Yeah, it sounds like the epic match, right? It's like the most epic of matches. Anyway, all that aside, we're not gonna bore you guys with all this stuff. Alpha, you actually played in this game, so you have insider's advantage, and you legitimately just got done playing the game. So try not to spoil anything. But what type of deck were you playing with?
Yeah, okay, so I was playing my undead deck, my aggro undead deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume people know what that is, but if you don't, it's basically a very, very aggro deck, and it has a lot of undead synergy with stuff like Restless Bones and Urva, and when things die, it generally benefits from it, which is good.
Mm-hmm. So this is kind of like I guess entry level stuff. Like if you see the Irma or Rat Eater, those things like people have a bunch of those and a bunch of like shamblers around them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, and stuff like Harvesters, and then you have the Anima Conduits, which will make a Revenant whenever something dies. So there's going to be a lot of stuff dying, and then a lot of things getting buffed from that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. And then Kledonian, if I'm not mistaken, from the match that I saw, he was playing an energy type deck where he had a lot of. It seemed like he had a lot of buildings where he just wanted to build things up. I can't really explain the strategy, but can you provide some insight on that?
I think it looks like he's playing a ranged energy deck, so that has a lot of ranged units as well as a few structures. And then it has its keycard's probably Bombard, which makes all the ranged units attack.
Yes.
I find that's actually one of the worst matchups for my undead deck. So
Yeah,
when I saw him playing energy, I was a little like, oh no, oh dear.
and it's worse in the sense because like undead decks, at least your undead deck, is kind of like a, I guess, I don't know, for lack of a better way to put it, like a pump deck where you kind of want to keep things alive long enough to benefit from things dying.
Yeah.
So you don't want everything dying at the same time.
Yeah, and a lot of the units are quite slow too. Whereas he has a lot of direct removal, so he can just straight up remove my stuff. And he has a lot of units like Stormrunner that can hit multiple things. And because all my stuff has low health, those units are going to be a lot more effective.
Ah, okay. Alright, so enough talking about it, let's actually go and try to play it. Or, not play it, watch it. Like I said, try not to spoil anything if you can, try to take this from a perspective of, I don't know what's going on, like me, and we might do well.
Maybe.
Alright, so we're gonna go start. So the first round is gonna be just showing a few of the cards getting picked up. Kledonian, it's gonna kill me. Kledonian starts off with just a nice little, I guess, standard hand, nothing really first playable.
Yeah, he gets that 2-drop off the draw, which is quite nice for him, so he's probably going to keep that.
Oh, which one? The Higher Smuggler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Higher Smuggler, as far as I understand it, always a good card to just kind of throw out there and just hope you get some damage. It's free cards. Let you draw a card whenever you damage a structure. So, or let you draw a structure whenever you damage an idol.
Yeah.
It's a really good card.
It's not so good against Decay, though, because obviously Soul Steal's a thing, but...
Oh yeah, Soul Steal, it is a 2/2/2.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be unfortunate.
We might see that come into play later.
Oh, spoiler!
Maybe. I don't
JK,
remember.
JK.
I don't remember.
Alright, so moving on to your side, we see you sacrifice for resources as well. Nothing really early to play. You had the Slayer Vistage in hold on. You had Slayer Vistage, the Pack Husk, Iron Bile, which I hate that card. Oh my god, I hate that card. And you have Essence Garb, and of course you have Urva, Voice of the Dead. Which one of these is more likely for you to play first?
Well, I have the Slayer Vestige, which is hopefully going to go out on turn 2. And then I have Pack Husk for turn 3, so that's a pretty solid hand. I'm probably looking to sack Urva, because I'm not like at that resource count yet. And maybe like Iron Bile, because nothing's attacking.
Yeah, correct. And Iron Bile, why do I hate that card? See, no. I always confuse Iron Bile with the one that, like, the poison that jumps from people to people.
Oh, Infectious Blight.
Yeah, I hate that card. Iron Ball, I guess, is okay. I mean, it still sucks, but...
Yeah, it's just like a Crimson Bull for decay, really.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we'll go ahead and continue on. We'll let it go to round 3 so we can actually see some stuff get put on the board. I'll just let it play. While we're letting this go along, we see the first card probably going to get played out here by Kledonian. Oh, I lied. Oh, no, yeah. He plays a Hired Smuggler. So Hired Smuggler, going to be tossing stuff in the middle. And then you are probably going to play your first card, which is going to be the Slayer Vistage or the Ripper.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have that Ripper turn 1, but I played the Slayer Vestige.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're in round 3. We'll stop on round 3 when he gets to your hand, but we see Kledonian, he actually drew a Surge. Which, no spoilers, but he drew a Surge. And then he plays an Oculus Cannon. How annoying is Oculus Cannon?
It's pretty good. It's not great. It's just, if you can't deal with it, it kind of stops you moving up, which can be quite annoying. Like you can see here, I'd love to go and attack his 2-drop.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that Oculus Cannon's there, so that's just completely stopping any attack. It's good because it's kind of locked down the center row for him, which is quite important.
Mm-hmm. And continuing with the end of your turn to the beginning of Killidan's next turn, we see you did drop the Pack Husk. So I heard one commentary way before, like older commentary, where like the idealistic situation to be able to play something the first turn, second turn, third turn, fourth turn, to have like a nice scaling up of units like that. And of course, because I play this game, that never happens for me. But as far as your hand, so far your hand has seemed to be fitting that role of, you know, as you get more resources, you're able to play something every turn. Is that what the goal of your deck is, or?
Yeah, most kind of tempo-based decks are going to look to do that each turn. I think the 1-drop isn't as important because it's not really as powerful as what you'd expect from a 2, 3, or 4-drop. But if you're playing kind of an aggressive deck, you definitely want to have the most powerful thing you can out each turn.
Even if it's a Grey Wolf. No.
Yeah. Turn 5 Great Wolf, it's a strong play.
It's so strong. Alright, anyway, moving on though. We see, we're going to probably stop at, let's stop at 7 so we can have some more things happen.
Yeah.
So we're going to go along. You got your cards. I'm assuming you're going to toss out a Storm Runner? Nope, I lied. You are dropping a Burn. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh no, Killidan's dropping a Burn. My bad, wrong person. Yes, Killidan dropped a Burn. Burn killed your thing.
I mean, Energy always has a turn 4 burn every single time.
It's just a known rule.
Yeah, it's a fact of Scrolls.
It's a fact of Scrolls. Alright, so you play yourselves in Mire Shambler, and you also drop out Sanctuary of the Lost. Sanctuary of the Lost, how valuable of a spell is that? Because I mean,
it's great in some matchups, and it's great in the Energy matchup, because it's essentially just going to stop all my undead decks from being affected by Energy's removal. I mean, it's kind of a dead card in other matchups, but I run 3 just because of how great it is against Energy, so I'm pretty happy to draw that.
Okay, alright, and we're on to round 6, continuing along. You did drop yourself another Slayer Vistage, just to make him annoyed. He did have his Hired Smuggler hit once, he's going to have it hit again. Just collecting a few free cards. Storm Runner's going to be dropped on the board. My biggest concern is how many cards he's getting, because I know cards are a rare resource, and you're sacking for scrolls a lot.
Yeah, Energy usually has a problem drawing. The Hired Smuggler is one of its best draw scrolls, so him drawing all his cards obviously isn't great. I'd love to draw maybe a Soul Steal to kill that Hired Smuggler.
Alright, and we are on officially round 7, starting with Kledon's turn, so we're going to stop and just assess what happened, because a lot of things were happening. We try to catch some of the most important things, but first and foremost, he has an Automata Forge, which I think are cool, but I don't know how to control. So how high priority is that for you to kill?
It's not really top of my priority list. I'm honestly just more annoyed because he's put it right in the front, so that's blocking the middle lane even more. So that's kind of making the Oculus Cannon more powerful, and I really can't take out the Oculus Cannon now. But it does obviously have the added advantage of spewing out the gun automatons.
Yeah, and on top of his Oculus Cannon is protecting everything, like you said. I mean, I'm bad at positioning in the first place, so I'm always afraid to place buildings. But his structure placement seems to be, like, you know, preventing him from moving down. I guess he's not concerned about those last 2 idols. Yeah,
I think I commented on that to him in the match, in that it kind of is a really awkward structure placement because now he only has one square in the middle that he can move his units through. But at the same time, it's giving him firm control over the center lane. So I guess it's kind of constricting me to those bottom 2 rows, which isn't really a bad thing for him.
Oh, okay, good. And as far as your side of the field, let's talk about your side of the field because you're here. So let's speak on what is your goal right now? Because you have the anima conduit. You also have yourself a pack husk and slave vestige and a mire shambler. So you have things that you want to kind of die, but you don't want to die immediately.
No, I mean, those things are going to be really good if I can get them to attack. Just the problem is, like, he has a storm runner that's going to kill so many things. And I was actually scared dropping the anima conduit because I know he can just machinate that storm runner, and then that's going to take out the conduit on whatever I have around it.
Oh yeah. And,
So-
and for all those who don't know, machinate is it gives you like what, doubles your attack but doubles your cooldown or something like that.
Yeah, +5 attack, double cooldown.
Yeah.
So it's really good on storm runner.
Yeah, because of the lobber. Yeah, no fair.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm not feeling too great about my board position right now.
And taking a look at Kledon's hand right now. He has a Kayonetta, which I think is really cool. I had to take a moment to read how piercing worked. I didn't realize it did half the damage anyway, and then it does half again, so it basically hits everything.
Yeah, it kind of goes through a whole row.
So that's gotta be annoying. And he also has Power Trip, which I love Power Trip. It's an annoying card because I always use it wrong. I was like, oh man, I get this much energy if I hit this high, but I forget it costs 3 energy to use. So
It's true, it only gives +3, not actually +6 like it says.
yeah, it's just lying to me. He also has another Storm Runner just in case he loses one, and an Oculus Cannon, and last but not least, a Bombard. And you have no ranged units, if I'm not mistaken.
Or, well, he has a bunch. He has the Storm Runner, and the Hired Smuggler, and the Oculus Cannon on the field, and then he can bombard one of those units from his hand too, so
Oh yeah.
it's looking pretty strong for him.
Yep, looking pretty good. Alright, so we'll let it go to round 9 and then we'll continue. So
Yeah.
we'll let it play, see what's gonna happen. Oh look, chat's going. Hey look, you just comment on it. Those structures look really awkward.
What's that, Maz?
And there's a power struggle, or sorry, power trip. And he drops a Kayonetta as well, just to go for a little bit more, or just to get ready to do a little bit more damage. And an Oculus Cannon. Now, Oculus Cannon, is it when you move to it or when you move away from it? Oh, doesn't matter.
Move
Bombard.
to it, yep, bombard. Look like
Yeah.
a bombard turn. I think there was probably a better way you could play this. Yeah, he says he did the maths wrong. Because he just spent 4 cards, and he pretty much wiped my board, yeah, but...
But you can retaliate still. You can
yeah,
still retaliate.
that's like I was saying, now I have these 2 Revenants that are attacking, and I can drop the Urva,
Oh, nice.
so that's gonna hit twice, and kind of clear out a little bit of his board, obviously not as much as I would have liked.
Yeah. But I mean, at the very least, you killed his stupid automaton forge, so he can't really continue to pump useless units out.
Yeah. And he also has no cards in hand, whereas I still have a few, so it's not too bad.
But the unfortunate thing is his Oculus Cannons, I mean, they don't move, so I guess it sucks, but at the very least, they can still attack, and they do a lot. They do piercing? What? So
Yeah.
broken.
They're really strong.
Jeez.
So I get really lucky there and draw a Revenant Restless Bones. I don't know if... Are you there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, so yeah, I play the Revenant Restless Bones, and then that's a really strong combo for Undead, because it gives you 4 hasted damage, and it makes all your Undeads attack. And I have the Urva out as well, so that's going to hit twice and clear out a bunch of his board.
Nice. And basically, we're kind of almost at like a reset of the game. I mean, you both have a decent amount of resources. We both have a decent amount of cards left. My main concern is his Kayonetta. I mean, I'm of the volition that if something has, it doesn't matter how much HP something has, it can still do the maximum amount of damage, and he can still kill your Mire Shambler, which means you have 1 less unit. So like, would that be a concern for you, or is that not even a concern?
Yeah, like, Kayonetta is really good at dealing with Mire Shamblers, because you can block the Mire Shambler with something with high health, and the piercing damage will still go through and kill the Mire Shambler. So he's probably still got the board advantage here, especially because he's got the middle locked down with that Oculus Cannon.
And taking a look at the cards, he has a Bombard and he also has a Spark. I don't know if he just sacked the resources or sacked the scrolls. I didn't pay attention to that, but it's not really much to say right now, so we'll just let it play to round 11 and see what happens.
So I dropped the Anima Conduit there.
And he's dropping a Spark. He sparks, he kills, and going back to your turn, you said you dropped an Anima Conduit?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, no, you're fine. Anima Conduit goes through, and that's it. And now we're on his turn. So Kledonian, I can't ever pronounce that. Kaleidoscope. Ugh, I can't pronounce things. He's gonna go and drop himself another automaton forward just to make you more annoyed. And
yeah, very annoying. Can confirm it did make me annoyed.
yeah. And your Mario Shambler. By the way, your Mario Shambler's RNG has been like on point. It's like always been where you probably wanted to hit.
Yeah, a lot of the skill of playing Undead is just being able to get the Mario Shamblers to hit where you want them to hit. Which is, you know, I say skill, but it's also a lot of luck.
Yeah, it's a lot of luck. And we will let it stop on your turn around 11, so we got one more turn. We have double machinated. Oh, shoot. Double machinated. I already know what happens, but it's just really cool to pretend I didn't. So double machinated comes through and slaps all of your stuff in the face. Very convincingly.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that play, honestly, because he spent 2 cards and kind of took his Canonetta out of the game with 8 countdown now. Just to take out my Anima Conduit without getting any Revenants.
Well, I mean, on the flip side, he could have moved his Canonetta up and then killed one entire idol.
Yeah, he could have, but he's definitely prioritizing the units over the idols at this point.
Okay. And taking a look at your hand. Oh, actually, no, taking a look at the other cards. He played a smuggler. Yeah, he played a smuggler, so he'll be able to get a few more cards if that can hit. Your hand showing is a black husk, and it also shows restless bones. Words are hard.
Yeah. So you want to let it play?
Yep, we're letting it play, and use sacrifice for scrolls. You get yourself a sanctuary and Essence Gra. What's going on with those two?
So Sanctuary, obviously, I'm going to play that right away. Very, very good. Because it essentially makes the Harvesters quite difficult for energy to deal with.
Yeah, because they have their stupid burns and sparks and thunder surges, which, like, right, speaking of the devil, we have a thunder surge already.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Potion of Resistance gets played in Blast Automaton. We will stop at round 14. I think 14 is before things get interesting.
Okay.
Taking a look at your turn, though, you have a Sanctuary down. You also throw out a few Revenants and a no Court Spider? Oh, I'm sad. Oh, there's a Court Spider. Nope, I lied.
This was like the most YOLO play of the whole thing.
You just drop all your stuff and let everything blow up.
Yeah, drop stuff and play Restless Bones. Because there was a 50-50 chance that Mario Shambler would kill the Blast Automaton.
Which it did.
Which it did. So I was pretty happy.
RNGesus was with you.
Yeah. I mean, the other situation would have been it killed the idol, and then it'll get +2/+2 because of Essence Garb, which wouldn't have been the worst. But obviously I was more happy with that. And he's just gonna Battle Dance to kill that. Which I don't see many ranged energy decks using Battle Dance, so I was kind of surprised, but... Yeah.
And round 13, you drop yourself another Harvester. You use you drop a Soul Steel to kill his Smuggler, I'm assuming? Hold on, we'll let that play. Yep, you kill a Smuggler.
Yeah.
So now you're kind of aiming on the other side of the board, and you kill one idol, and we will stop here at round 14, the beginning of Kledonian. Oh, he's gonna kill me, man.
Kledonian's turn.
Kledonian's turn. Yes, Kledonian's turn. So we'll stop at the beginning of his turn. He has his Canonetta. She's actually down to 4, which I'm surprised. I mean, if she attacks again,
kind of scary. I mean, if he hits an idol with that, then I have one idol at 1 health and one at 2 health, which is far from ideal.
Yes, this is pretty bad. And Potion Resistance gets dropped on his Automata Forge.
Yeah, so that was doing some work there. I mean, if he didn't have that, my Harvester would have been able to wipe that row last turn.
So you decided to go for the idol instead?
Yeah, like, definitely taking out an idol is way better than dealing 1 damage to one of his structures.
Yeah. Wait, Potion Resistance reduces all damage to 1?
Yep.
Oh man, that's so broken. No, you know it's more broken. Plate armor. Plate armor is still broken. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't see too many people play that. I cannot attest to its brokenness.
Is plate plate armor changed to where it lasts for like 1 turn, or is it's still infinite?
It's infinite. What is it? Armor 1 +2 health.
They changed plate armor. So you see, the whole plate armor was like basically you put plate armor on and you'll resist to one, like one attack just won't do any damage.
Oh, like plating.
Plating, yes, plating. There you go.
Yeah.
That one. I
Yeah.
hate that card. And I used to run it in my deck all the time. Anyway, moving on to the cards. Talking about things that are relevant to this game. So you set it up for the idol. You're in danger of losing 2 idols and possibly a third if his kinetic can attack.
Yeah.
At this point, are you afraid of him attacking that, or?
In the match, I wasn't actually thinking about him going for idols at this point. I was more concerned about saving my stuff. But like, I see this turn. If he had double bombard for some reason, he would have won.
Yeah, that'd have been
Like, I did not play around that at all.
a dangerous turn. A dangerous turn indeed. So let's go ahead and continue on with the game. I think there was something else I want to talk about. I forgot what it was. So we'll let it go to round 15, I guess.
Oh, yeah. One more round.
Yeah, one more round, and then we'll just go round by round. Oh, right, that's what I want to talk about. Hold on. We'll pause for a second. We'll pause within round 14. It started your turn. You guys were chatting about stuff, and I wanted to ask you guys about what you were chatting about, because, I mean, there's context, but I just don't know what I'm talking about in this game yet.
What were we chatting about?
You were saying GLHF. No. During the chat, you guys were saying you realized you have, or he said he realized he has too many tech cards. I'm assuming that meant he had too many structures.
He probably meant he has too many cards that are only good for certain matchups. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Calling them like tech against a certain matchup.
Okay. And
I'm
then,
not entirely sure.
and then Blind Rage for days. You guys were talking about Tempo Theft. That's what it was. So Tempo
Yeah.
Theft, is that an order card?
Yeah, so that's the one where it swaps to units countdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have been able to put his 8 countdown from my Canonata onto or from his Canonata onto one of my units, and then give his Canonata 1 countdown again.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there was a friendly comment of, we have 5 spectators. What is this, pre-alpha? No.
Yeah, I mean, you used to have those numbers before the announcement. Yeah.
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 Alright, so let's go continue
Anyway,
on, though.
not gonna freak down over here.
No, just start crying. No. Continuing on with the turn. Your turn's gonna go. You do a soul steal. You finally kill the Kayonetta, and
Yeah.
you're just positioning yourself to destroy some idols.
Yeah, so again, that Oculus Cannon that he played on turn 3 is still doing work back there. It's kind of stopping me from moving down at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to kind of build up on the bottom because I see my Meyer Shambler spawns down there. And also I don't want to, because I know he probably runs Thunder Surge. Or actually, I think he already played it. So
No,
I'm
I think he sacked it for resources because
Okay.
he had it and he couldn't play it because the sanctuaries have lost anyway.
oh yeah, true.
And then
But
he also has a go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Even with Sanctuary, if I had played my Rot Eater up there, up on the top instead of on the bottom, it could have Thunder Surged it, and that also would have killed the Meyer Shambler.
Ooh, yeah, good point. But your harvesters will be able to attack.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking all of this.
Nah, that's our job. Our job is to analyze the crap out of everything. Speaking of analyzing the crap out of everything, we'll go ahead and let it play till round 17, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. He just potency bursted one of your things, and pretty sure you're
Yeah.
sad about that.
Well, it's the only thing he could potency burst. So I was kind of expecting it.
All right, and you drop yourself a Blade Husk, and he says, "Oh boy, uh-oh, things are happening." So going through your turn, you drop a Flesh Animator. You also have your units attacking the top row. Is there anything specific you're trying to go for now? Like, are you trying to just end the game right now, or are you just trying to get what you can?
Yeah, I'm still, I can't really attack his stuff because of the Oculus Cannons, so I'm kind of focusing on the idol up there. You saw me position the units there so that the Shambler would hit the idol.
Yep. And it's down to 5, and right now he has himself a Gun Automaton who has a Piercing Projectile, which is going to kill your Shambler regardless. It's going to be unfortunate.
And he says he forgot about the Sanctuary, so I guess he was planning on potency bursting one of my Harvesters.
Yes, he was. I remember I was there when it happened. It was I was like, oh, he could totally do that, and then he's like,
Yeah.
sad day for him. But he drops a Power Trip, and he also drops a top Riva Thea, which is an awesome card. I just like the name of it.
Yeah, that's it's quite scary to play against because I don't run Damning Curse or anything that'll let me just straight up kill a unit. So that's going to be really hard for me to kill. So when I see the Thea come down, I'm probably thinking, alright, I have to go for idols now. There's no way I'm going to be able to kill his Thea.
Yep. In round 16, you drop yourself a Flesh Animator. And he has a few units getting ready to punch you in the face, but I don't think it's going to be anything too terribly scary just yet. You drop yourself a Harvester down, and he says RIP.
I make a pretty bad misplay because I move down into his Oculus Cannon, forgetting about it.
Oh yeah,
that lets the Oculus Cannon attack.
And then technically your Flesh Animator is going to die for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. And if he has he could play Thunder Surge on the front row, or and then his Gun Automaton would kill the Flesh Animator, and the Oculus Cannon would kill the Harvester. Oh, so many things could go wrong.
So many things can go wrong, but instead of things going wrong, he just drops a Potency Burst and kills the Harvester anyway.
Yeah, that's fine by me, honestly.
Worst things could happen.
So yeah, I have a lot of stuff attacking now on round 17.
Yep. In round 17, we see the Oculus Cannon get ready to shoot. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think it's gonna die, because your thing with Dominion is gonna hit with 5. So your Blade House is gonna punch through the Automaton. I'm gonna pause here because I kind of know what happens next, but
I really would have liked to have drawn something good there, like if I had an Iron Bile to buff my stuff's attack, or Restless Bones, or even like an Urva. But I don't get anything like that, so...
Yeah, but I mean, at the very least, you'll be able to clear... I think you can clear his middle row.
Yeah,
and then
I can clear a lot of his board.
Yeah, you can clear his middle row, you can kill the top, and I think for energy... I think energy suffers the worst from recovering. I mean, they can put big units out at one time, but I think... I feel... I'm saying this from an inexperienced perspective, but I feel like they have a harder time recovering from losing everything, whereas... Growth is like, okay, I'll just throw more rats.
A lot of the time that's true. I mean, they do have the removal, so they can... Sometimes they can just remove your stuff as they play it, and then you don't get more of an advantage, but they do have trouble taking the advantage back, I find.
Yay, I was right on that. Woo! Cool Blue knows something. Alright. So we'll let round 17 continue. Unless there's anything else you wanted to add.
Nope. So yeah, now it's looking really good for me.
Oh yeah, that Harvester killing all that stuff. All right, so now it's his turn. Yeah, he doesn't have any choices. He has double burn, which he can't afford because he has only 7 resources. He drops a Blast Automaton in front of his Thea. Yeah,
and he said that was a panic placement because really, when he kills those 2 units, my Harvester's going to be down to 1 attack, so... That Harvester is threatening the bottom idol pretty seriously.
And even you just get caught out. Oh, you got yourself a...
Yeah. So the Restless Bones is going to let the Harvester attack the idol. So he probably should have played the Blast Automaton in the middle row, maybe. Just to stop that from happening.
I mean, would that have saved him,
though? Yeah, because it has armor 2.
And it also has health 4, so it'll be it'll hit for
6
5.
attack, yeah.
6?
Yeah, he'll take 6 attack to take down, so he only would have taken 2 to his idol.
Yeah, he would have survived. Which would have made it a more intense game, but that looks like it's going to be it. So that was impressive.
Yeah, it was good to see that the Undead deck, which usually has a hard time against ranged energy, still managed to come through there.
Which I thought was interesting because I mean, you talked about this in the very beginning. That deck will be your undoing, more or less. But you were able to get the right card draws at the right time, or was it just he just didn't have the bombards?
I think a lot of it was I got good draws. His draws were not so good. I mean, we both made a couple of misplays. I think his were. I don't want to say his was worse because I don't remember, but just the way it turned out.
And I do think back to just the start of the game is those first few plays. I mean, you were able to clear his board, and you had Restless Bones and some little animators, and you were able to clear a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, or he almost completely wiped my board, and then I was able to clear a lot of the turn after, luckily though.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so anyway, analysis aside, that's gonna be it for this game. Alpha Sentry is the victor, and Kledonian
Kledonian. That's how I
Kledonian.
pronounce it.
Kledonia. Wait. Kledonian. Yeah, Kledonian.
Kledonian.
Whatever.
That's probably right.
Kledonian put up a very great fight. He actually could have theoretically won if he was able to get the bombards at the right time, like you said.
Oh, absolutely. It was a very close battle.
Yeah, very close battle. So, pretty interesting stuff. Of course, if you guys want to check out more scroll stuff, I'm gonna try to be posting more commentary. Preferably with codecasters if that's possible, but if not, you guys will just hear me say that card, this card, that card. But there's a tournament going on, and it's being held by the Reddit people over at Scrolls, the Reddit Scrolls.
Are you going to be streaming the matches live or just replays?
I'm gonna try to stream them live. That's gonna be unlikely though, because I think I'll probably need to get a codecaster to have a beneficial thing. But I will discuss more of this later with myself. And for everybody who's watching, thank you guys for watching, because you guys are awesome. And Alpha, do you want to say your final goodbyes?
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see a lot of you in the tournament. Keep up the good casting, Carl.
Good casting? Please. Of course it's good. No.
Lamest of endings.
Yes, lamest of endings indeed. But it's okay. It's our lame ending. Anyway.
Yeah. Aww.
See you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And